Hey house guests, welcome to today's BB20 updates and spoilers. It sounded like I said baby 20. Our house guest of the day is John D. Dominici, aka Jack D. 65. We want to wish him a very happy birthday. Yay! Hope you're having an awesome day because we think you're awesome and we want to thank you so much for the support. And if you guys want to be house guest of the day, like our birthday boy here, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. Alright, so when we left off yesterday, Swaggy was working hard to flip some votes, and Tyler and Caitlin were being really wishy-washy with him, saying like, we believe you when you say that you won't target us, but we don't trust the rest of the like Faute Sacred Six group because they still feel like they're gonna come after them. Yeah, they would. So Tyler still wants Swaggy to go, but he's being wishy-washy about it because he doesn't want to make it obvious that he is working with the level 6 side of the house. So Caitlin is also being wishy-washy, but I feel like she's just doing it for attention, honestly. Like, you'll see here, you will see. So Tyler keeps freaking reining her back in like this, but then it just keeps happening over and over again. Okay, so Rockstar decided to pull Tyler aside for a chat in the storage room. She's trying to cover her butt right now because she knows that it got back to Tyler that she is targeting him and she would put him up if she were to win HOH. So she's like, I want to apologize for making assumptions about you. I felt really weird because last week when you were HOH, you refused to put up certain people, like the level 6 crew. And then Caitlin made a weird comment to her, like, whatever you say to Tyler gets back to me. So she felt really weirded out by that. And Rockstar says, yeah, I was thinking Tyler's like Palpatine up in this mother effer. More Palpatine. I have a question for you guys. Who do you think that Rockstar would be from Star Wars? Leave it in the comments because I'm curious. Okay, I have like someone in mind, but I want to see what you guys say to see if it matches up. I'll tell you after. Alright, so Tyler was like, yeah, I knew I would probably take the blame for all of this, but honestly, he was just comforting Caitlin through the drama with her group. She made her own decisions. He was trying to like focus her energy or whatever, like balance her chakras, all that good stuff. So Rockstar apologizes again. They agree if something like this happens in the future and there's a misunderstanding, they're going to approach each other directly. I'm sure Tyler sees right through this because it was not for real. The whole rest of the day, Rockstar's like, Tyler's gotta go, Tyler's gotta go, Tyler sucks. Okay, so anyway, Caitlin, Tyler, and Scotty were in the HOH room, and Caitlin's like, I'm not completely sold either way on like what should happen, and if it's a tie, like, I don't know what I would do. So yeah, she's playing that game, and she reiterates to Scotty that she never wanted him to go home. He was strictly up on the block as a pawn, and Scotty's like, yeah, your actions, you really backed up your words with your actions, so I feel totally great about this relationship. Yay! So then Caitlin's like, yeah, I want to work with you moving forward, and then she says, I will never lie to you, ever. That's really sus for somebody to say when they're like, yeah, let's work together. If you immediately say, I will never lie to you, they're lying when they say that because they're going to lie to you. So then Scotty starts talking about the Steve vote from last week because he is like clueless. He's still trying to put the pieces together and figure out what happened. So he's like, yeah, the bros, Brett and Winston, they promised me that they voted to keep Steve last week, which is not true. So they're saying that Swaggy flipped his vote. Come on! So then Caitlin responds, I don't know. Oh my god! Okay, Maury Povich moment. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. She literally 2 seconds before said, okay, literally like a minute or two, said I will never lie ever, and then she lied. Come on. So also Caitlin is accusing Swaggy of starting the rumor that she has a crush on Fessy. No. Nobody needed to start that rumor because everybody has eyes and ears and they've seen it and they know it. They know it. And this has been circulating around social media. Apparently, Caitlyn's boyfriend has dumped her, so good for him because she was really disrespecting him. Moving on. Also, I hope like nobody's pestering him on social media because that'd be really sad. Like, just leave him alone. Okay, moving on. Scotty says that he only trusts the two of them right now, and he's gonna vote however they decide. Like, he'll do what they want. And they say that their gut right now is telling them that Swaggy should go. Okay, so then Scotty and Tyler were talking alone. And now Scotty brings out the real crazy stuff. He's got this theory about last week's vote. He thinks that Rockstar, Haley, and Caitlyn all voted Steve out last week. And they did this because they want all of the guys to go after each other. Really? That's really what you think? Come on. I feel like Scotty's nickname should be Come On. Really. So Tyler's like, I genuinely believe that Caitlyn would have told me by now if she was part of that vote flip, whatever. That was a lie. Come on. Okay, so Scotty confirms that Tyler should in fact be watching out for Fessy and Rockstar because they don't like him, they want him out. I'm pretty sure Tyler already knew that, but he got that confirmation from Scotty. So then Scotty also shares that Swaggy thinks that he has 5 solid votes right now. Of course he's got, or thinks he has Rockstar, Bailey, Fessy, and Haley, and then he also thinks that he has Scotty. So he's just trying to get 1 more vote to tie it, or 2 more to stay for sure. So he's trying to focus on Tyler, Sam, and or JC. So then they're talking about the future, and Scotty thinks that moving forward, they should get closer to Caitlyn and Haley. I'm sure that's like the last thing Tyler wants to hear at this point. But Scotty thinks that Haley is like really dangerous, and he wants to make sure that they're on the same side. Okay, so then Tyler goes and checks in with Sam, and she's telling him about her chats with Swaggy and Winston. She was really trying to dig deep and get to know them as people and not just players in this game. So she feels like she can go deeper emotionally with Swaggy. Winston, she kind of feels like is a brick wall. And she is like one of those players that just wants to focus on like what somebody's like as an actual person. But this is Big Brother, and it's a little bit disappointing because I really like Sam, but I want her to actually like play the game. So Sam, she does make some game points here. She's worried that they're not going to have this opportunity again to take out Winston because she feels like Winston's group is way more solid than Swaggy's, and I would have to agree with that. The level 6 side is so much more locked in than Swaggy's side. They're all over the freaking place. So she's like, I think it would be easier to take out Swaggy later because we could convince some of his people to get rid of him. But Sam says ultimately she's going to do whatever Tyler and Caitlyn decide because they're the 2 masterminds of the house. Now, was she talking like game players, or was she making a reference to the film Masterminds with Kristen Wiig and Zach Galifianakis? Because I feel like it's more like that, but whatever. So she also lets Tyler know, like, don't worry, I'm not going to use my power this week. I'm not going to do anything crazy. So Tyler lets her know, you're doing a great job so far. You're being genuine. People really like that. And she's also doing like everyone's freaking laundry, making all this food, even for the have-nots, making like spaghetti and meatballs out of slop. What? And Tyler explains that he believes, again, Swaggy would not actually target him because he did swear on his father's grave, but the rest of his group would, and they can't have that. Okay, so then there was an important conversation yesterday that I feel like really ignited some stuff that's going to be going down. So JC and Tyler were in the bathroom area yesterday afternoon, and JC asks Tyler, are you falling in love with Caitlyn? And you know Tyler was probably like, ah! First of all, Caitlyn had a boyfriend. And secondly, Tyler doesn't, I'm sorry. Secondly, that was so shady. Tyler does not want to be roped into a showmance because he knows as a super fan that is bad news unless you're on BB Can. So yeah, he's like, no. So Tyler's asking him, is that a serious question? Because I'm not. And JC's like, yeah, people have been questioning it, and sometimes it really does look like it. So Tyler says again, he's not. She's just everywhere I go. So then guess who walks in the bathroom? Freaking Caitlyn! Oh my god. Okay, so like blah, 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 they're talking. And then after, when it's just JC and Tyler again, Tyler says that Caitlyn is just like his sister. Where have we heard that before recently? But he also says he doesn't initiate any of that. She's just like freaking all over him, and it's too much. They need to like cut that out. Okay, so then we're gonna come back to that later. Swaggy campaigns to JC. JC is one of his potential flip votes in his mind anyway. So he's like, if I stay, I'm going after the other side. I hope you know that. And when he says the other side, he means like level 6. I don't think he realizes how in JC is with that group. But he says, I would never put you up on the block. So then Swaggy's going through his votes. He says he's got 5. He needs at least 1. He needs 1 to force a tie, and then 2 to stay for sure. So he tells JC it comes down to you, Tyler, and Sam. And JC's like, but I feel like Tyler's gonna do what Caitlyn wants. Or is Tyler gonna do what he wants and convinces Caitlyn that she wants? Right. And then Sam, like, Sam's gonna do what Tyler wants too. So, yeah. And does it really come down to those 3? Because if you think about it, I mean, Swaggy doesn't know this, but Scotty and Sam have both said that they're going to do what Caitlyn and Tyler want. And Haley has also said that she's going to do what Caitlyn wants. So Swaggy's votes are just kind of like falling away. I mean, I would say he's got 3 solid right now, 2 wishy-washy, and that's pretty much it, right? But Swaggy is continuing to make his case. I gotta say, he had some decent points in here, and I give him a lot of props for campaigning because he's been really going for it. So he's telling JC, if he stays, he's gonna be a huge target in the house. Everybody's gonna be going for him, and that's 1 less spot for JC to potentially be nominated, right? But if he goes, then maybe they're gonna go after Fessy next, and they're gonna need somebody to put up next to him, and Swaggy won't be there, so it could be JC going up as a pawn. And then he also says the 2 sides are going to be going after each other. So JC, who is seemingly in the middle, is going to be safe for a really long time. And JC is like, yeah, I see what you're saying, but I don't get good vibes from Rockstar. So Swaggy's like, well, Rockstar said that she won't put up you or Casey because you're both gay. And yes, she really did say that. She said she's not putting up any of the gay people, any like black people, like she's not gonna put up anyone who is not white and straight, apparently. So yeah. Moving on, Swaggy tells JC to do what's best for his game, and he's gonna think about it. Okay, so then Caitlyn, let's go to the HOH room. She is spilling info to Haley. She says, guess what? I was the 7th vote to keep Sam last week. And she explains all how Tyler approached her, and she's claiming that she did this so that everyone from their side would be safe, because if she didn't do it, the power would have been used, and they think there would have been a replacement nominee, and it could have been one of them. She also reveals that Sam got the power up week 1, so Haley's like, oh my god, I knew you were the vote. She freaking told you and Rockstar that she was going to do it beforehand. Am I taking crazy pills? Because I remember them talking about it. And Caitlyn was like, I'm going to vote out Steve, and I'm going to lie about it until the day I die. I remember her saying that exactly. But for some reason, Haley did not put 2 and 2 together. It's not even 2 and 2. It's like 0 and 0. There's nothing there. Come on. So she's like, why didn't you tell me to vote for Sam to stay? Again, they talked about this. Am I insane? I need someone to confirm that this actually happened, because now I'm like questioning my existence. This is so weird. So then Haley is worried that Tyler didn't tell her to vote for Sam to stay. Does he not trust her? And Caitlyn's like, well, I think Tyler just focused on me because I was already upset with the rest of the group, so it would be easiest to get me to do it. But she says Tyler's cool with Haley, and she'll talk to him about it to make sure. Okay, so then Caitlyn was just going on and on about how much America is freaking out about her gameplay and how crazy it's been. I mean, they're talking about you a lot, but it's not all about your gameplay. Okay, so then Tyler was in the backyard with Rachel, Casey, and Angela, and he's like, guys, there's something that I need to talk to you guys about, some personal stuff between me and Caitlyn, not game related. I'm starting to get a little worried. So here is that thing coming back again that JC was talking to him about. So Rachel's like, oh, like her attachment to you? And Tyler's like, yeah. And they say they've all noticed it. So they had to stop talking about this because other people came up outside and broke up the chat. But later, Tyler was in the lounge room with Casey and Angela. And Tyler's like, I'm nervous about Caitlyn always wanting to be around me. And Casey asks him, do you like her? And Tyler's like, no. So then it was hard to hear a lot of this conversation because they are like super good whisperers. But the girls are like, wow, that's super awkward. And Tyler's worried that if he pushes her away at this point, Caitlyn is going to think that he was just using her for this week and it's going to look really sketchy. So Angela's like, wow, that's really uncomfortable considering her relationship status at home. Well, it was. Okay, so they feel really bad for her boyfriend at home. Yeah, okay. So then they start talking about the vote. They're like, Swaggy's gotta go. They're thinking maybe Fessy or Rockstar next. There's also been a lot of talk about Scotty as the next potential target for level 6. But Tyler's like, damn, I wish I could hang out with you guys some more, but I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, so then Tyler and Caitlyn were in the HOH room, and you could just tell, like, there is some tension there. These two were, like, having a tiff at Red Lobster yesterday. It was, the energy was off, and I'm sure Caitlyn sensed that. So Caitlyn is like, hey, guess what? I told Haley about my vote last week. So Tyler's like, what? Why would you do that? Did you tell her about the power? And Caitlyn lies and said she did not. And she's like, why are you freaking out? You don't trust Haley? Like, why couldn't I tell her? It's not a big deal, blah, blah, blah. And Tyler's saying, I do trust her, it's fine, but we promised Sam that we wouldn't tell anybody about the power. And if she finds out, she's going to realize that she can't trust you, and if you're up on the block, maybe she's not going to use that power on you. So Caitlyn's like, who cares? Everybody knows about the power anyway, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because you keep telling them. So then she's telling Tyler, stop, don't be mad. So Caitlyn complains that the level 6 people don't hang out with her. And at this point, this chat gets so freaking whiny. I thought my eardrums were going to explode. So Caitlyn is saying, oh, they were all up in your they were all up in your HOH room all the time last week, but they never want to hang out with me. What the hell? Maybe it's because you're like this. So Tyler says they're just trying to protect you. They don't want your old friends to know that you're working with them. So Caitlyn's like, that's a really convenient excuse. So she continues to whine, and she's telling Tyler, don't you effing roll your eyes at me. And she also tells him he's annoying. So she says, I just want friends. How has Tyler not exploded yet? Oh my god, he's got the patience of a saint. He just really wants this vote to work out this week and for Swaggy to go. That's like, I feel like that's the only reason he's hanging on at this point. So then Caitlyn says the unimaginable. She says to Tyler, you never hang out with me. What? They have been attached at the hip all week. This is nuts. So Caitlyn says, I feel like you think I'm a loose cannon. And Tyler's like, I can't be hanging out with you all the time. We're going to end up on the block together because people are going to think we're a duo. And Caitlyn says, well, we are. And Tyler's probably like, ah! In his head. But he's like, we can't let people think that. So clearly Caitlyn is getting upset that all of her power for this week is over. And she's just like the sitting duck HOH at this point. She's not the center of attention anymore, and she's going to have a freaking breakdown. So other than that, Swaggy did some campaigning last night. He talked to Tyler again. He talked to Casey. He talked to Rachel. It's pretty much the same campaign points that we've been hearing already. and I don't think it's changing any of their minds, so I don't want to get too deep into that. It's going to get a little bit repetitive. So then today, this was a different campaign strategy, I will tell you that. Rockstar was pitching to Caitlyn on behalf of Swaggy. And she's like, Caitlyn, I don't know if you know this, but Swaggy is a super fan. And she says that super fans are not supposed to go until jury. It's so unfair, and he didn't even get to play in the veto. And she says, me, Swaggy, and Scotty are like the super fans of this season. Wait a second. What? What? Okay, again, I feel, is it just like, is today like effed up day or something? Like National effed up day? Because I feel insane. I could have sworn that Rockstar was like, I've never really seen the show. I've just watched like a little bit here and there. My mom's like a fan and told me to audition. Right? And she's claiming that she's a super fan and she's studied the game. Reading the Wikipedia pages does not count. No. Okay, so then, also, all the arguments that she's making, have you seen the show before? Have you seen the show? Super fans go home early all the time because they overplay. So then Caitlyn's like, it's not my fault that he played too hard. We all have our stories. Of course she feels for him on a personal level, but she freaking caught him talking about her. She can't trust him. So that was that. So then after that conversation, Caitlyn goes around the house announcing that she wants to have one-on-ones with everyone to discuss their votes. No! No, okay, there's no need for this. She is just, she's trying so hard to stay relevant. It's so hard to watch. So like people were going and talking to her, like Winston because he's up on the block, and like Swaggy because he's up on the block. But Swaggy, he's really pushing today. It doesn't look like the vote's gonna flip, but you never know. I feel bad for him, but it's the game. So tomorrow's the eviction. I cannot take much more of Caitlyn talking about how she needs validation. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think obviously the eviction is going to be exciting, but even after that, just Caitlyn's fall from the HOH is going to be a trip. So I hope you're ready. Just give yourself some time to mentally prepare for that. So until tomorrow, much love.